So in 8 hours, we got 21K. Calculator. $2,600 an hour. That's pretty good, that. Pretty good, though. Good to know. Alright, we're gonna go, we're gonna mission road to touch base with the chief. I know there was more that I was gonna do today. Like, or more that I was gonna do, period, but on some stuff. Double 09 PD.
Go for PD.
Just had a pretty low flying helicopter land on the roof of the Arcadius building. It's currently taking off again going northbound. Just a heads up, it's flying pretty chaotically.
Copy that. Can we have someone check ATC and see if they have a flight plan?
Well, if no one's willing to say something, 33376 MRPD will jump on ATC.
I believe it's landed on top of the building that's just to the west of Senior Buns.
Daily cloak, I think.
Hold on, it's mobile again. It's flying at like 200 feet, if that. Going eastbound over Del Perro Freeway.
I got visuals, a black and color frogger.
Hey, film.
I'm warned if it doesn't maintain a higher altitude, get up flight plans and shot down by PD.
Traffic, are you guys needing additional for this call?
Negative this time. I'm going to warn a helicopter that's flying low around the city to gain higher altitude will be shot down by PD.
Okay, fine.
You got 20 on that 333, yeah.
Negative, I'm coming all the way from the county all the way down.
Oh shit, okay.
I think it's on the hospital.
DMC?
It's on the hospital. It's on the hospital. There's a heli up there. I don't think it's EMS. There's nobody qualified on duty right now. I'm the ladder. It's on it. Refueling. I'm coming in. Yeah, public seem to think that they can refuel at our fueling point. It's wonderful, just so you know.
Nothing wrong. Tackle successful. The man is wearing a green sweater and a side bag.
Oh shit, yeah. Is this restricted airspace there?
Oh, he resisted. He's getting back in the heli.
Chase him out.
No, don't chase people out of the heli. Don't do that.
No one has.
Eastbound.
It's gone east behind what used to be
Northbound over the canals right now, heading northeast. Northeast over Popular Street, headed towards Mirror Park. Come on, let's get on ATC at Mission Row. Who the fuck thinks? Oh, let me refuel it.
Kind of mask, could you tell what affiliation you had?
It was a white mask with snakes on it.
Oh, classic.
Tenant, white mask with what on it?
Snakes!
Hydra, okay.
Getting on ATC now.
I'm already on it, dude.
You bastard.
Is ATC to all aircraft in the air, please respond.
Last ping was at Mirror Park cul-de-sac.
This is ATC to all aircraft in the air, please respond. No response. I am pretty sure that is Juan Carlos Hernandez's.
Is it landed then, or?
Assumed to be. We haven't received the ping yet.
Ready to check?
And two.
Last seen landing in Mirror Park on Nickel Ave.
Okay, we've got a tier T up going. I don't think we have enough units to, potentially be getting in a shootout with Hydra, so just keep clear of it for now.
We take note of the latest 911 in this same area. People apparently need help, I'm assuming from EMS.
Yeah, that's Juan Carlos Hernandez.
Yeah, I clocked that one Friday. Was flying around in regards to a pursuit. Back to patrol. Kisses. Mwah.
Is there an active on channel 1?
Not really.
We kind of had a rogue helicopter, and then we have, I don't know, 911 coming in. I need units to
Be on
stack
tomorrow.
up
What
on,
time?
Glory Bay, and then we can move in.
Anyone 10-8 on channel 1?
Yeah, 244. Double tree, what's up?
There's a guy that just chopped a car in front of us at the scrapyard. I got photos of him, but we're on an op channel 4. He's about to get into a car and leave. I don't know if you wanted to come try to intercept.
Get there. Inside the scrapyard, you said?
Yeah, he's gonna get into a black. I can't tell what kind of car that is. Oh, it's a band.
Alright, we'll talk to the chief in a minute. I need to go stretch my leggies, get a drink. It's fucking roasting. And I need to take beans out really quick.
Alright, Jack, I don't hear any shootouts or anything. Let's just roll in and see what's going on.
Alright. I'll, you know what, I'm gonna hide there.
Just roll it and see what's happening.
There's a passenger chaos.
Alright, back in a sec.
Nolte, you said Red Karuma?
Yeah.
We've got it at Hydra cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it didn't do anything besides talk about it, so just, keep your distance and keep an eye.
Alright, EMS from PD.
End it.
Requesting 52s at Nicola Place. Everything seems code 4.
How many patients?
3 individuals down on the ground, 347s.
6676.
We're gonna be in an 80 off of this scrapping call. Actually belonging to Patrick Pastrami.
305 attached.
car. Alright, secondary's got your comms, active 80 from a chopped car. It's gonna be a foggy evening, traffic moderate, energy levels moderate, fuel gauge 3/4. Gonna be left westbound to Spoochie Boulevard, parallel right garage. So westbound Spoochie Boulevard. This guy drives like old people fuck. Slow. Westbound, Vespucci Boulevard. Left, southbound, Palomino Ave. What the f is... Oh my... He's going around the Lucky Plucker. Gonna be going eastbound Vespucci Boulevard. I didn't see him throw anything out there. He's still eastbound Vespucci Boulevard.
She's moving now. What the fuck?
Yeah, got lead foot on him now. Still eastbound Vespucci Boulevard. Slow. Hard brake. Left. Northbound. Oh my god, it turns like up. We're going southbound Popular. 50 into an officer. Northbound Popular now. We can take one more and get a channel. What is this guy doing?
315 could attach.
You found us a channel, Angel?
Yeah, I'll find this one.
I don't think this guy knows where he's going. If I'm honest. Westbound, Popular, transition Hawk. Crossing Elgin, crossing Meteor, so now westbound Hawk.
Channel 2 is clear.
I think we could call this code 4, correct?
Hey, firm, the 911's code 4.
Thank you, PD. I appreciate you all. Papa 66, 10-8.
Uh, 217, 10-8.
Take your time. What?
Go in here so you can follow me. Whoa, where you going? Hell no.
What do you mean? What if that was a real situation?
What would you have done?
What do you mean?
I'm literally asking a very simple question.
No sheriff's badges I see, Quangle?
Ten two.
Nikki?
Annette?
Did you see the shots fired over from Greenwood up ahead?
Negative, no. That in your car!
0476 latest 99 Alpha.
Is that call stemming from that 71?
Oh shit.
It's very nearby, could be.
I'm here on Sonora Freeway right now. I'll keep an eye out.
It's gonna be the black hole.
Yeah, that's the same call. It's stemming from that.
Fam, I don't see anything going southbound, so they're probably
There's a live tracker on it, the orange ping. I last saw it. I'm driving up, and I last saw it on.
Which means I have to switch to the brown hat.
P5 to get fuel.
Same.
Likely unrelated, but there's a 3-car convoy lurking just up the road near the Humane Lives entrance. I'm just creeping on them right now.
Can we make sure we have a unit collected from the 71s at the start of this 99 Alpha, please?
6-7 again.
Peach, are you talking to them?
Oh, I don't see anybody. Oh, I see cars fleeing southbound Sonora Freeway. Yeah, I didn't want to approach.
What kind of car is it?
It looks like maybe, like a black Sultan. It looks like also red underglowish.
And then we cover it up.
But according to the dispatch call, the shots was coming from a Greenwood.
Yeah, it passed me. It's going south back into the city. Quango, what's your 20?
Just
Good changed.
Hello?
Got a vehicle registered to Michael Manx, also heading down the freeway.
Oh, I see.
Fucking on the radio.
As well as another one registered to Aubrey Webster heading down the freeway.
Oh,
just
not you.
behind the
You're on
target.
channel 4.
Okay, well that will explain things.
Jenna's gonna flag them as possibly involved. One of them was flagged for the jewelry store prior.
You
still need 77s, or you good?
Myself, Quango's attached. Who else is attached to the pursuit?
I'll be quick, I'll be quick.
You can attach Bean.
Let's go.
It's a
Do it
red
another time.
Kubota.
Do it another time.
It's
Come
a
on. Track the vehicle.
passing
Let's
through
go.
Legion Square westbound.
Put a fucking tracker on it.
I'm ready to
Affirm. Jenna's just flagging plates real quick.
Tony Hazard Communications. U-turn and back down towards lower power. Approaching Vespucci. Stand by. Eastbound Vespucci. Leftbound alleyway Paywall. Now San Andreas. Right eastbound San Andreas. Continue eastbound. Now slowing. Left northbound Strawberry.
25 attaching.
Northbound Strawberry. Now merging Los Santos Freeway. Northbound. Approaching the old casino. Passing the old casino. Full sending northbound. Now taking the off ramp towards, I believe, Vinewood Drive. Vehicle slowing. Left westbound Vinewood Drive.
I'm gonna touch.
Right northbound Elgin.
17 attaching.
Merging Marlow Drive. Westbound. Going right. Northbound. On road.
Jenna's gonna find us a channel.
Hey, firm. Copy that. Continue northbound Mount Hound Road. Let me get a unit on Bay Tree Canyon for intercept.
217.
Vehicle
Detaching, you guys have
slot
enough
50
units.
with local. Continue northbound. I'm merging west. Mount Hound Road. How many times vehicle is occupied?
1 times.
Vehicle's 1 time occupied.
I swapped channel 3.
Dispatch 396, 10-8.
Now 676, lane is 9 Alpha.
435, same traffic. If we don't have enough units, we'll just secure hostage.
636, I will respond and back you up.
Now 623, Jamestown, not Jamestown, sorry, correction. Innocence robbery. This looks like, what the fuck is this? It looks like a white Premiere. I'm not 100% sure.
636, I will enter from the back.
Customers
or rather,
present.
guard the back. Six 23, covering the back entrance.
So what's up? You alright?
I'm gonna get on photos.
It's a cipher.
We got any more 77s for the cash exchange on Elgin?
There are some free passion, no SPAC ships, but if we don't get an extra unit, it will just be a hostage retrieval.
Is it just the two of them in there?
Where to check?
Two.
Does anyone flag the
Triple
plate
tree,
taking pictures?
An active?
Yeah, we
Cash
got
exchange.
cash exchange, but there's only 2 units here. Are you available?
There's 3.
Triple tree is available and en route.
Alright, we can chase now the triple 3s en route.
211's on route as well.
Alright, for sure. I'll flag the plate now.
Refuel shrubbery, and I'll be right there.
Question feedback, no voucher. I was singing a song in a second. I don't know how quick this thing is. I don't even know what it is. Miller, do you know what this car is? Or buy?
It's a Premier, no? Oh no, it's a Cypher.
Is this thing quick? I'm gonna ask.
It's the Hound, so yes.
Do they have something that they wear? Because I never know who the fuck is the Hounds.
They have like a green, like a teal armband usually, and
I
their
see it.
underglows of their cars are usually teal.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
All right, they're refusing to pop the hood, so they're getting the hammer thrown at them. We're gonna have Miller primary. We're gonna have Fire secondary. We're gonna have who's on the back?
The back, Joey, Irons, CVPI.
Oh, we'll have Joey Irons. You come around the front door and you can take the whole stage. And we'll have McNulty over there with his little yellow carrot top. He can go tertiary.
Is this there? Oh, thank God, it's not the fucking.
Oh no, hold on a second. I'm switching Vi around with McNulty. McNulty your secondary, Vi is tertiary.
Hey, firm.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. God, it's so
I will
hot.
now communicate. I will now convince song singing as per their request. The song will be. I'll be singing Anastasia, Left Outside Alone.
Make sure you got your lights on. Those units on scene, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off. I know you've only just restarted. I apologize. Hello?
Hello, I sent you what I have worked up. I think that's pretty good. I can probably add. I think what I've got is enough, but I could probably add more. And I went for a very long scope, very long scope.
Okay. I want you to do with
7
something
months.
else. Don't say anything else on the phone about it, and definitely don't mention any names. But I want you to do a search warrant.
I'll tell you who I'm subpoenaing. Okay, it's
Hold on,
Mickey Mouse.
slow down. I want you to do a search warrant for that individual's phone, so that we can look through the context to see what they have saved for that number. If anything.
For the yeah, okay. Yep. I could try my best. Do you want to send what I've got out first and see if it, or do you want to do them at the same exact moment?
Let's do them.
Because I feel like that's gonna take a lot longer for me to work up. I'm not gonna lie.
Just same PC. Same PC.
What do you mean?
Let me read this one first, and then I'll see. Okay.
Yeah. That one's pretty straightforward. You go ahead and give it a read.
Okay. I'm trying to meet with the chief. I don't know where he is.
I just saw him like a second ago.
Okay.
I'm in MRPD. I'm literally right. I don't know.
Oh, you're here, yeah.
Doing.
Oh, he's in his office. All right. I gotta go meet with him, but I'll speak to you in a minute.
All right. I'll speak to you in a minute.
I'm just gonna go ask him about some stuff to do with this impeachment. Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, no worries. I just.
Oh my God, it's so warm.
I wasn't sure if you were around, but when they told me it had to be taken to higher ups and I couldn't have the number right then, I figured I'd just give you a call. I hope you don't mind. The lady that took it had
Survival announcement.
Stevie, maybe?
What is this?
DSO officer. Or deputy.
Hello, Chief.
Hello, Dirk. Come on in.
Thank you. How you doing?
Doing okay.
Good. It's only a brief thing. Actually, there's a couple of things. I think about it. The first thing is when we did the transport and what Preston said, about the leak, did you mention that to anybody?
No, no one.
Okay. I think Gunner unfortunately fucked us a little bit and made our job a bit harder. Because he said that he was speaking to Opal about it, which he shouldn't have been speaking to anybody about it, I'll be honest. And he said that Doc heard. Now, I don't distrust Doc at all, but he is British, and he is a man, and he is a cop. So it's made our job a little bit more difficult. I went through like a list of... Well, I went through the call sign index, and I got kind of everybody I thought was British. I don't really know the best way we go about this, to be honest. I mean, obviously, there is also Frost, who is now the sheriff, which is,
right.
You know, there's quite a few more names, to be honest, but I don't know the best way we go about kind of smoking them out, if you know what I mean.
I don't know how either. I've sat there and talked about it to Gunner as well. You know, how do we find out who it is? All we have is a bunch of, you know, open-ended things, and frankly, how do we even know if it's realistic? How do we know he's not throwing us off our path? And you know, saying he's British when it's clearly somebody who's not British. So it's broad enough to keep us busy while still specific enough to keep our minds racing.
Yeah,
put doubt in people.
It's running through my mind trying to think about a way to do it. I've thought about doing the whole... I got it from Game of Thrones. You seen Game of Thrones, sure?
I've heard of it, not... I don't know much about it, though.
Well, maybe I won't give you that reference. Almost like, you know, the little game that the con artists do where they put a ball under the cup and they kind of move it around everywhere, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It would be really... doing an operation where nobody knows anything until we get there, apart from that we give different information to every single person involved and tell them not to talk to each other, and then whatever information we gets, you know, used by the faceless, we could then point to a certain person and be like, that's the leak, right? But
absolutely,
the logistics
you're talking about
of that,
what I brought up before, essentially putting out some fake information, seeing where it comes out.
But it'd be very difficult to control that because, you know, people yap, people talk, and if, you know, the wrong person gets the wrong information because Gunner decided to speak to Doc again, or, you know, Gunner says he starts talking about the operation at Opal, then that's it ruins the whole thing. So yeah, I'm thinking about that, but that's if I think of anything, I'll let you know. The other thing was I'm working on an impeachment at the minute, which involves I don't want to say too much because it's going to go up in 5 minutes anyway. I just wanted to run something by you. There's someone that's got gang tags in the MDT, and I was wondering, I've already run it past the undersheriff because the sheriff's not around. So I wanted to use both a picture of their tags in the MDT, which includes a gang tag, and then in their profile is like a little comment that's like, you know, gang tag added following incident, blah, 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 and there's like 4 different ones. Have you got any forms with that?
Who is it? Who is it? Since you're putting up anyways, who is it on?
It's Risa Berry.
Risa Berry, okay.
Yeah, she's a member of the LS Mayor's cabinet.
That's actually a subject we just spoke to. I spoke to Michael about.
Oh, really? You have issues? Or?
Well, it was brought up that she was marked deputy mayor.
Yeah.
And I you know, Michael said he was going to have people, the mayor said he was going to have people inside of his cabinet who had a record. I actually just quite literally called him right before you walked into my office. I tried calling him, I should say. He didn't pick up. Because she was caught in an incident that transpired today involving shooting officers. Yeah, just a couple hours ago. Attempted mass murder of government employees.
You're joking.
Right. So when I spoke to him, he mentioned that to me. I said, you know, I understand. It's important to have people giving information from all angles. right? You need people who are involved in the streets as well as law enforcement, EMS to make a an educated decision. You're not an expert in that area.
Wait, what?
So I understand having people part of your cabinet to some extent who have a record.
Oh my god!
And he's passing that currently. I don't know if you know that in legislation.
Yes, I went to a meeting today to propose my concerns with having felons in office. Well, I mean, there was many witnesses that can attest to this. He said, well, if there's issues, do your fucking job. And that's verbatim about...
Verbatim. Okay.
Yeah. He said, do your fucking job. So I am doing my job. And they're going to be impeaching, because if that passes, then they're going to be there anyway. But right now she's a felon who is a government employee and the deputy mayor. So, I got to do what I got to do, really.
So I guess here's where my mindset is what does it even mean to be in the cabinet? What do they even do? What do they have access to? What can they do? Besides providing information, which is what I think the intent is, but besides providing information, what are they actually enabled to do?
I don't know the full extent, I'll be honest. I did ask about keys, but they seem to have a plan about keys. They seem to have given Risha a separate set of keys than every other member of the cabinet, which doesn't give her access to the police department or anything. So in their mind, I think it's very much like, we're putting all these limitations. They're not going to be in judicial meetings. They're not going to be in law enforcement meetings or anything like that. So what's the harm? But I also, my point is, regardless of whether or not they have access, they are still going to be privy to information that the mayor is going to be receiving. And the mayor made the point of, well, we can go and, I could get that information out there anyway. I could leak that information to them anyway. But then I was like, what is the point of having a felon in office? And when you could just go and speak to them any day you want, any time you want, why do they have to be in office? I made the point, and maybe I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just giving my opinion on it.
I made the same point for the record.
Really? I said,
why do they have to be part of your cabinet? You could just get him. You could talk to them, have that constant back and forth.
Exactly.
And I'll be honest, I don't recall the exact response he gave.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he said he's willing to, if somebody creates issues, get rid of them immediately without question. If they start to create issues, and the keys that they're going to have were keys that were only accessible to, or it'd be limited keys. So while generally speaking, keys, mayoral keys would fit, the PD's keys or locations and other locations, it would only fit, say, the meeting.
Their office, yeah.
Or offices, so.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy that he didn't like that stuff. I also had a chat with him about, their plan is, with that legislation, is that if a mayor steps down or is no longer the mayor, for whatever reason, that the members of their cabinet would vote between themselves about who replaces them as mayor.
I think you might have misread that, or maybe I did. Let me look at it again, because I thought it said essentially each branch would have one vote.
That's the marshal. That's the marshal one.
Oh, that's a marshal. Wait.
There's under the same legislation as the felon cabinet members is the succession of the mayor. I brought up issues with that, but didn't get anywhere, unfortunately.
State Marshal Director appointed an oversight amendment where
it's the other one.
A centralized standard for public service law procedures protocols.
Yeah, it's under there. It's under success. I think it's 3.2 or something. You are right,
protocol. In the event that the elected mayor of Los Santos, Blaine County, vacates the office before the end of their term, the appointed cabinet members shall vote to elect a replacement from amongst themselves. Okay, that is problematic if you're going to have... Well, then it also goes down in details about expungement.
It says it can't be felons. They have to get expunged. So it is stopping felons from being in office, but it's also kind of... My problem with it is I see avenues for abuse. I see the potential for a mayor to get voted in, assign someone they actually want to be mayor in their cabinet, and then stepping down, and then everybody.
What happens when they only put one person officially in their cabinet?
Right, exactly. Then there's only
by default.
Yeah. I've said those issues. He didn't really agree with anything. And then the DOJ that were in the room basically said we can't plan for the worst results, And then there was the whole, if people do that and misuse it, then that's your job to handle, which I don't disagree. I'm just trying to plan for the future,
Interesting. So what is the current procedure for that? That event?
There isn't one. So it is a good thing that there's something being put in place, but there is no current procedure for if a mayor is no longer, then there isn't a procedure. Like the DOJ's done it differently every time, I think. Like with Princess, she had an interim election after Stumble stepped down and she got voted in. I think at other points, like for injunctions and stuff like that, there hasn't been a mayor put in. I can't even remember what's happened with other mayors, but apparently, according to Grayson, it's been done differently every time. So this is going to set a standard for that, which is good in a way, so that we have it written down somewhere.
Right.
But I could see it being open to misuse, but we'll see. But regardless, I'm going to be impeaching Rissa, especially learning that I think I must have clicked on this, but just not clocked it properly. Because I was going through to see if she'd pled guilty to any felonies, and then so she shot how many cops today? Or was it involved?
She was involved in it. Just you have our reports, don't you?
Yeah. It was just when all the
17600.
I heard a lot of beeps. Do you know how many there was? Officers
over 12, 12 or more.
12 or more, yeah.
It just happened, like I said, 2 hours ago. So there's not a lot of reports in it quite yet, but the evidence is probably pretty extensive. Let's see your possessions.
Not in there.
I don't see your possessions yet. They better get in there.
Regardless, yeah, I feel it's clearly the mayor's not going to be doing anything about her, so it's in my capacity to,
I'd be very interested. Like I said, I want to ask him, because I understand people trying to reform. People have a record, or they want to change their lives. They want to, sort of make changes. But actively being involved in violent felonies is a different story than what's, I don't want to say portrayed, because I don't remember the exact verbiage. If I recall, it was, they have a history, but they're looking to change their ways. And I'm pretty sure she even, I don't want to speak out of turn on that one, but actively committing felonies. One day we're in a meeting room, talking about, say, a charge or something that wants to get, we want to change, and the mayor's looking for some perspective on it. The next day we're in a shootout with them. The next day, what are we in here again talking after they just got done shooting at us?
Right. It's a very awkward situation.
It is a little, and I've mentioned that. And like I said, if somebody's looking to change their ways, I'm on board for it.
I mean,
but if
I don't want to speak
actively,
if I was still regular law enforcement, I'd feel, what's the word there? Like if that was actively happening, whether there was like attempts to have discussions with a felon about the state of law enforcement and that kind of thing, I would feel like, I don't think offended's the right word.
No, we don't do that. It was more so we want to introduce a new charge, and we were getting perspective from, say, someone who has been on the other side. That's the kind of things
what the charge was.
Serial gang related shooting.
Okay. I mean, that would be a pretty good charge. Did she provide any good insight into that?
So what we presented to the mayor, and this was to Nino even, we presented it, was a 300-month, $100,000 fine.
Damn.
This was anyone caught within a 14-day period and charged 4 prior times with gang-related shooting. So on the 5th, this would replace that. And every as long as you're within that criteria, it's supposed to be heavy, because here's what we were dealing with. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, we're dealing with 8 hours, 12 hours a day of constantly going to back-to-back gang-related shooting.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah,
and while it wasn't just one gang, it was probably 3 or 4 different wars. and fights going on at the same time, we were constantly backed up. We were never there for the actual shootout. We were always there for the cleanup. And we needed a way to have more deterrence, more punishment, essentially, for these people who are just literally coming here. They're getting to their fights. They're getting medical treatment, arrested, sent to Bolingbroke, going to their stash house, pulling out a gun, and doing it all over again. We need to break the cycle. So that's what we're pushing for. We brought to Nino. Nino said, it's near the end of my term. Probably best to go to the next one because it's going to have to be, there's going to be pushback for sure on it. Somewhat understandable.
Yeah.
We gave it to Michael, which Michael's actually one of the co-writers on it. And he liked it. He took it to the DOJ. DOJ said it should be harsher. It should be a hag charge. So he said, we started talking to some people. And we said, yeah, if they think it should be a hag charge, let's go for it. Let's do it. Fine. Well, come to find out, a lot of people didn't like the idea of a hack charge and found out today that actually some of the DOJ was against that. So it had me spinning on that aspect. Okay. Either way, she was brought in to give perspective. She was against the hag aspect of it, which I was either direction. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm good at the hag. I'm good at 300 months. The goal is to break the cycle.
The criminals against the hag charge.
She essentially said, and it does bring a good point up, is that a lot of times it's the people who, if you will, lost the fight who get charged with that because we roll in, we start pointing guns at people, telling people to leave. If we have numbers, we pursue. If we don't, then we focus on the injured parties, get them medical, and processing them as is. So it's targeting the wrong people at times. While I don't necessarily fully agree with that, I understand it, and going with a hag might be heavy. Ultimately, I think going back and forth with her input, my input, Peter's input, I believe we came up on upping the original charge, no serial gang related shooting, and upping the original charge to something like 150 months and a $35,000 fine, which is the current where it's going to stand. So it's I guess a happy medium to some extent. And we as a PD are no longer given time off. We should not be given time off. It was temporary, but I think I'm going to make it permanent. When it comes to gang related shootings, no more time off.
Yeah, I mean that was always the intention with that charge in the first place. Back in the day, was to try and put a stop to that back stuff. So anything that can put a stop to that is better than nothing, right? Yeah, I kind of agree with the no hag thing. I'll be honest. I feel like the hags should be resolved for the very heinous stuff. And don't get me wrong, gang-related shooting is heinous, but it is kind of in a bubble to an extent. They're hurting each other. They're not often hurting other people. I mean, other than police, obviously. So
they're hurting everyone.
Yeah.
The truth is, like I said, I was either direction on the hag charge. We just need more lingering over people's heads. It can't just be a slap on the wrist. And I don't know what DOC's procedure is, if they remove time for good behavior, and if they do, and we're given time off and time served, and they're getting time off in jail, they're out of there in 20, 30 months, as opposed to the 150, 200 at times. And then they're right back at it. We just need to be a bit heavier handed when it comes to that kind of stuff, which has gotten better, whether that's through talks, through just gangs not at war right now. I think we have one gang active gang war, I believe. But I guess went off on a bit of a tangent there, but yeah, that's where she was brought in to give her perspective on that, and she was in support of raising fines and raising time, not necessarily on hag, but she felt it's completely understandable why that would be raised.
Yeah, I never. I said to them, I don't disagree that these felons can give good perspective to the way that things are run and how things should be done. By the end of the day, they don't need to be in office, and if they want to be in office, they can, just like members of, just like Junior did, and just like Denzel Wallace, his deputy mayor, did, they can get expunged. I think it's, I don't think it's much of an ask to ask that if they want to be in a government, be a government employee, you know? Like, I don't know, and I might be wrong in this. Is there any government employee positions right now that you can be a felon for?
That's what I'm trying to think of. I mean, I know we got contempt of court. Let me check something here.
I know DOJ don't let you be felons. Marshals don't. PD doesn't. DLC doesn't, best of my knowledge.
I mean, we have an officer who's he got charged with manslaughter before, but that's been expunged.
Yeah, but he got expunged and rehired. So
yeah, I mean, if somebody had a violent felony on their record, I would not. I don't believe I'd keep him within the PD, right? I mean, I'm trying to think of anyone who might have charges on them.
I don't know of
Contempt
anybody.
of court.
I got my first contempt the other night, so yeah. Misdemeanor.
It happens. It happens. Yeah, I don't think I have any. Like I said, if I knew we had somebody with a violent felony on the record, they'd have to have a damn good reason as to why.
Yeah.
And explain the entire situation with full transparency. I have to take a look at it, and then their employment would be under review without a doubt.
Yeah, I agree. But I tried to have that conversation. It got very aggressive for some reason, and it didn't go well. Okay.
Really?
The mayor's told me to do my fucking job, man. It's it really came out of nowhere. So okay, thank you for bringing my attention to this 17600. So do you have any? If you go to a profile, all I'm gonna be including is all her charges and stuff. I did a full picture of this, and I blurred out the kind of the note section and her DNA. But then I also took a photograph of the tag section at the top right. And then also, you see where it says given besties tag?
I do see that.
Yeah, so I just took a photo of that line there, and then the tags at the top right. It was just to show that she's gang affiliate and stuff like that. It probably means nothing to the whole case, but you have any issue with me including that?
I need to look at those reports for incidents.
Didn't really think about the incidents, I'll be honest though.
I mean, they're not going to be able to access those reports. Is that right? Yeah, they still have to FOIA them, so it's still goes through the FOIA process.
Yeah. It's just to add to the whole, the totality of circumstance, I guess.
I'm trying to think if anything would so the only part you're essentially showing is the besties tag aspect, and then the tags on the top right, and her record, or
and then the record is also included. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the only other thing would be one of the charges that she got. I mean, she got 24 felonies on there. I might have to actually, I think I need to recalculate that after her charges now.
Yeah, she didn't plead guilty on that one, but yeah, I'm trying to think of any reason why we couldn't do that. Nothing's coming to mind. I mean, tags, they can argue tags all day long. That's what we add to people, right? But
yeah.
I think under her staff profile, it was brought to my attention that her call sign, which I'm not sure who added this, is Deputy Mayor.
Oh, you're right. That's strange.
Again, I don't know who has access, because I know your average officers can't.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the mayor could do that, but I don't know what. I don't know. I called up the mayor and said, "Is she a deputy mayor?" And I said, and he said essentially yes, but she is no different than, say, the treasurer or any other role in the cabinet. She doesn't have any powers over any other cabinet member. They're all
right.
equals.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I said, at the very least, and this was prior to that incident, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it was prior to the incident. He stated, well, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say now. Having a Alzheimer moment here.
Happens to us also.
We talked about what kind of image that projects. Having somebody titled with a record, essentially deputy mayor. He said if that's an issue, he'll get that sorted. So I don't think she's going to remain in that title as deputy mayor, but I think it's just more so a title as opposed to what kind of powers they have, is what he said.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just to clarify, you okay with me posting those two things, the tags and the line in there?
Tags and line in there, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I wanted to run it by both department if I command, just in case.
Yeah, I'm unsure what T-Goblin is, but
yeah, me neither. I'll be honest, me neither. There are some tags that get added to people where I'm like, I wish I knew who added that because it'd be interesting, but I don't think we have records for that. So
no, we don't. I wish we did as well. Added by, if you hovered over it.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Shaw. Is there anything you need from me? Yeah.
I know Maxwell wants to have a chat with you. Do you have time to do that?
Yes. Once I get some money sent to the DOJ and stuff like that.
Okay. Please do give her a call. I know she wants to have that conversation with you.
Okay. All right.
Besides that, we're good.
All right. Thank you, Shaw.
Oh, actually, one more thing.
Yeah.
Gunner.
Yeah.
Is he suspended? Something happened to him? He go missing? I've heard so many stories about him.
No, he was never suspended. I won't go into the nitty-gritty details, but he had a bit of an attitude, and I said, don't come back on duty till you fix that attitude. And I guess he took that as a suspension. But we figured it out. I finally got in contact with him after I heard from Doc that he was suspended. Well, he said he was suspended, so I don't know. It was a big miscommunication. Where did you hear it from?
I heard it from Maxwell. I think Maxwell heard it from Opal.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I tried reaching out to him a couple times, didn't get a response. I mentioned it to
too.
Opal. Opal said he was suspended. Then he posted a picture of like the earth burning up on Twitter.
He did what, Jay?
Yeah, it was it was like a picture of the earth. And it was like almost looked like a meteor where half of it was on fire falling out of the air.
Oh my god. Yeah, apparently
just trying to understand what was going on.
He had to get his stomach pumped apparently, because he was so drunk. Yeah, he's okay. I think he's just a bit be a bit dramatic. Not unlike myself.
Okay.
But no, he was never suspended.
Okay. All right. But he's not compromised at all, right? He's
no. I've got no concerns about him now.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, listen. So, in case this legislation goes through, it's been an honor working with you, Shaw.
Well, the aspect of them, yeah. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I hope so.
You take care.
You too. He couldn't even say anything, man. He just said, "I'm sure you'll be fine." No, the sheriff is around. Is that Chance Dice? Oh my god, it is there. We might have to swap to Jim. We might have to swap to Jim.